listen on radio, you might miss a few things you normally hear on radio in terms of description. But TV, you might hear a little bit more description than you normally would. Trying to find that happy medium. But either way, you'll have the score and who's up, and listen to Rick Monday teach you about baseball.
Well, it's going to be interesting when we do that simulcast, especially on the radio side, when we're going to be talking about and looking at the ABS system.
So the challenge system is in effect today. First major league game that's ever been used in is today. We don't expect to see a lot of it early on, but we've got some numbers to tell you about from surveys taken for AAA last year. We've got the rules and regulations. We'll give you all that as we go along today. So the ABS, which stands for Automatic Ball Strike system, is in effect for this game here this afternoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. No score. Yamamoto's pitch. Tap foul. Okay, so this is what will be used today. Each team will have 2 challenges, and if they're successful with the challenge, they get to keep it. In AAA last year, there were 3 per game, but for this test, it's going to be 2. Only the batter, pitcher, or catcher can challenge, and you can't get any help from the dugout. You know, somebody from the dugout can't yell, "Hey, challenge that." Otherwise, the umpire can deny the challenge. And it must be made immediately after the call, and when it does happen, we're going to show you a graphic on television. There's a runner going from first to second. Ball slapped toward the left field line. That ball's going to drop foul. Eddie Rosario was chasing after it, but the ball just landed foul. And everyone will go back.
A game of inches at times.
An ABS, yes, the challenge has to be immediate unless there is a play that could possibly, for example, if there's a strike or a ball that's called on the batter and the runner at first was going to second, if there's a play on that runner, you have to let that play go ahead and finish before it's in. You can really
Mookie waits, and Poteet out of the stretch, first base out of the rubber delivers. And is low and inside, and Mookie has drawn a walk.
I made this comment last year, and I remember someone asked me about it. And I said, well, one of the many things you're doing as a player. I mean, you're reconditioning your arm, you're reconditioning your legs, you're trying to retrain this. And the other part, too, I feel strongly about this. From a hitter standpoint, retrain your eyes to follow the baseball and pick it up as soon as you can, release point.
You see swinging and missing, nothing in one.
And the first couple of games, the position players have not been in camp, very long. And is to try and get into repetition, following the pitches.
There's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The other thing we discovered about Max Muncy is that Dave Roberts had a discussion with the guys about the ABS and how we're going to challenge and everything else. However, everybody had the green light except one. He's at home plate right now, that being Max Muncy.
And he was told not to challenge, and he just challenged.
Yeah. So here we go.
The Cubs challenged that one, so it wasn't Max, so he's off the hook.
Yeah.
The home plate umpire, Tony Randazzo. Here's what it looked like. So it was a strike. So the Cubs challenged it. I'm guessing that it was the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Well, good. We see it in the very first inning.
There you go. So they keep their challenges. They still have 2 remaining. You still have 2 as long as you keep winning them. So it's now 0-2 to Muncy. Pitch foul back. Yeah, but Dave was talking to the press corps today, and the question was asked, what did you tell your players about the system, and is there anybody you don't want to use it? And he said right away, yeah, Max Muncy. And he started smiling and laughing. He said, we don't want Max to use it.
Yeah.
He said, Max questions enough pitches, we don't need him to use it. That one is low, and he's right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it looked like Poteet actually was the one challenging. Watch, he'll put his hand up on his head. Right there. That's the signal to challenge. You got to tell the home plate umpire. Then he'll turn around and strike 3 called on Muncy. He's out. 1 down.
And no challenge on that one. I mean, Major League Baseball is here. They represent us. We have some people to our right. There's an umpire supervisor. And we're trying to figure out, okay, what happens now? How does this system work? The implication of it, and to get the players aware of how this system is going to continue.
Teoscar Hernandez with 1 out. Mookie Betts at first. Bottom of the first inning. Teoscar fouls it away. So now you've seen it. As it goes on, they tighten it up. I have seen it a couple of times at the AAA level, and it's pretty tight the way they do it. It happens fairly rapidly, but first impression.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm impressed. The very first inning of the very first game, this is the only game in baseball. The Cubs and Dodgers starting earlier than anyone else. So we see how the challenge system works in the very first inning. And it's going to improve as far as the time and understanding of it for all of us.
The graphic that you saw on the television side is the same graphic that they will show in the stadiums. Pretty much the same time, or close to the same time that when the fans in the stands see it, people at home will get a chance to see it also. 0-2 to Teoscar. Takes up high, and it's 1-2.
Very quickly, one of the things we learned in the conference call with Major League Baseball about the ABS, it's not where the ball crosses the front part of the plate, closest to the pitcher. It's the middle of the plate. So if you go from the front edge towards the pitcher, the back edge towards the catcher, it's the middle.
And what may change in the future if the ABS does indeed make it to the regular season? It's not going to be there this year. This is just a test this spring training. But the box that you see on TV, the ball strike line, that's measured from the front of the plate. So that's a little different.
I still have some interpretation of that.
Bouncing ball to third. That's one-handed by Paige Workman. Goes on to third. And that's going to take care of that. The play ends the inning. No score after 1 in Glendale.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to AM 570 LA Sports. Anywhere, anytime, anywhere in the world.
Premier America Credit Union makes every day smoother with Premier Plus checking. No monthly fees, high dividends, and easy access to your funds. Visit premieramerica.com/earn-more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Worthy going strong to the hoop all APL.
Tune into Petros and Money at 3:30 Wednesday for the James Worthy Report.
Lakers legend James Worthy.
Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealer. Built Ford proud.
Felt the ball right field, hooking for the corner. Hello, short porch, and hello, Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman goes deep.
Head to Dodger Stadium opening week when the Dodgers host the Atlanta Braves on Monday, March 31st. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Dodgers hoodie courtesy of Bank of America. Show off your champion pride as we kick off the 2025 season in style. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotion.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit DanielsJewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Back to more LA Dodgers baseball. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Back again.
On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Each burger flavor is a charbroiled legend. Never settle for a boring burger again. Reese McGuire runs it to short. Mookie handles his first chance today. Nice and easy. One pitch and one away as Yamamoto starts the second inning. That was just his 20th pitch of the game. So one down for the Cubs here to start the second inning.
Well, an interesting note. We talk about building up arm strength, and if we look at what Yamamoto did in the first inning, for example, last year he averaged on the fastball 95.5 miles an hour. First inning he topped out at just above 96.
Facing Christian Franklin, the left fielder. Right-handed batter takes high. 1-0. Yesterday, Yamamoto threw a bullpen session. More of a touch-and-feel session, really. Just wanted to see how things were coming off of his fingertips. He threw on the mounds over by the clubhouse yesterday. Getting ready for this start. 1-1. Outman will backpedal, get in position, he'll make the catch. And there are two gone.
For Outman, this is a very big year for James Outman. From an offensive standpoint, he just kind of got lost last year. And boy, at a young age, you get that lonely feeling, and you start to battle against yourself as well. But he has changed the swing. And hopefully we're going to see a little bit of a difference. He will lead off in the bottom of the second inning for the Dodgers.
Gage Workman, number 8 hitter for the Cubs, third baseman, facing Yamamoto. 2 outs quickly. Pitch is fouled back. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good pitch. You get a breaking ball in on the hands. That's hard. Yamamoto, we were talking about making adjustments. I thought he was a very good observer last year. And by that, I'm talking about reading the swings. Did a hitter have trouble with the ball inside? Well, if you do, you double up on it. Does he have trouble with the fastball? Well, if you can't get around on the fastball, why would you slow something down and throwing something that then you can catch up with?
Here's Yama's 1-2. That's the opposite way for base hit down the left field line. And Workman take a big turnaround first. He'll stop there. Good throw in there from Rosario to Kim at second base. And a 2-out single for Workman. Brings us to James Triantos, the second baseman, next.
So didn't handle the ball inside, but boy, he was right on it and stayed with the ball going away from him.
Going to do it for Yamamoto. 27 pitches, an inning and 2/3 today, 2 strikeouts. And his first spring training start is in the books as he prepares for the opener in Tokyo.
Pitching change is the President's Day event at all 44 Southern California Chevy dealers. Hurry in for amazing offers on all models, including the brand new Equinox. Right now, qualified leasees with the current eligible lease can get a 2025 Equinox LT for around $249 a month for 36 months with 4572 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Your payments may vary. Must show proof of current lease. Same new retail delivery by 3/3/25. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details. The President's Day event is going on now. Hurry to your Southern California Chevy dealer for big savings on all models. Qualified leasees with a current eligible lease can get a 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab Custom with a Turbo Max engine for around $359 a month for 36 months with 4734 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCal Chevy. Chevy or see dealer for details.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car and truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Yamamoto finished for the day. And the Cubs make the third out quick. So Bloody with only one pitch to Triantos to get the Dodgers out of the inning. So an inning and a half done at Camelback Ranch. No score.
AM 570 LA Sports.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby and Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby and Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby and Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby and Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby and Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
Don't miss the President's Day event at all 44 Southern California Chevy dealers. Hurry in for amazing offers on all models, including the brand new Equinox. Right now, qualified leasees with a current eligible lease can get a 2025 Equinox LT for around $249 a month for 36 months with 4572 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Your payments may vary. Must show proof of current lease. Same new retail delivery by 3/3/25. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details. The President's Day event is going on now. Hurry to your Southern California Chevy dealer for big savings on all models. Qualified leasees with a current eligible lease can get a 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab Custom with a Turbo Max engine for around $359 a month for 36 months with 4734 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Your payments may vary. Must show proof of current lease. Same new retail delivery by 3/3/25. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
World champions once again, my friend. This is the home of your world champion, LA Dodgers.
The only way I love to hear my Dodger games.
Don't miss the moment all season long.
Watch MLB.TV and stream 250-plus spring training games and every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. MLB.TV has the details. James Outman starts us here in the bottom of the second inning with a swing and a miss. No score. James last year in Oklahoma City hit 279, that is, at 147 with a big club. Swings and fouls this one away. Had a chance today for quite a while in the clubhouse. And I said, how long did you shut it down for after the season last year? He said, maybe a week. And then he went right back to work.
He's a go-getter.
Yeah.
He's a terrific young man. He's got wonderful ability. But he just, I mentioned before, he just got lost at home plate there for a while. And that's a lonely feeling.
Pitch inside.
I mean, you know what you're trying to do. You can work on it in batting practice, day after day after day, and then it's still, as he's hit by the pitch, it's still one of those things is that you have to be able to accomplish it during the game. And it's difficult to catch up.
That wasn't, it caught the edge of the sleeve of his jersey, and he wasn't even sure at first, but he sent down to first base, so Altman hit. Rosario is up. Rosario, the veteran, seen him around with the opposition a number of times. But the Dodgers signed him to a minor league contract very recently. He gets the start here in the first one today. So he's here to perhaps add some depth to the outfield. He has been with the Twins. Remember, he was with the Twins for quite a while. Also the Braves and the Nationals.
The Dodgers have a lot of people suited up. In fact, it's standing room only in their third base dugout. Boy, you talk about a sea of blue jerseys.
If you want a seat, you need a reservation.
Hey, you better tip the maitre d' on the way in.
0-2 pitch to Rosario. Just back to the screen. Still nothing in two. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning.
That's a herd right there.
Well, that's a dugout on February 20th.
Yes. And we may see half of those guys in this ball game before it's over.
Very true. Nobody out. James Outman is at first base. And Rosario waiting. Poteet delivers. And this ball smashed to right center deep. Heading back after it. Brujan's to the track. It is gone. A home run for Rosario. And the Dodgers strike first today. It's 2-0. Eddie Rosario, the newcomer, with a two-run shot.
And he did it with two strikes. Rosario over the years has had that swing, that impact here and there, and trying to string it right together. If you're trying to catch the attention of a new ball club that you're with, this is the way to do it. With two strikes, gets the breaking ball. Not a particularly good breaking ball on top of that. A much better swing, however.
The Dodgers taking advantage with two strikes. Remember, Outman was 0-2 before he was hit by the pitch, or his jersey was hit by the pitch. And Rosario was down at 1-0 before he hits the two-run homer. Third baseman with the Cubs, playing first base. Filling in for Freddie Freeman right now. Freeman will get off to a later start. Well, I watched Freddie yesterday take live VP. He was swinging the bat like always. There's a shot to right field and an opposite field single for Bodie. Runner aboard, nobody out.
How do you explain, by the way, with Freddie Freeman, as injured as he was with the ankle in postseason, how on earth was he able to play at the level that he presented? Amazing.
He broke his ribs. Yeah, playing with broken ribs. Yep. He had the finger issue for a long time, and never really hit much forward. They said it was hard to hit with a pad on his finger, so he took it off and played through the pain. Hunter Fiducia, the catcher out of LSU, made his big league debut last year with the Dodgers. 4 for 12 in the big leagues. Had a good year at AAA in Oklahoma City. On the corner for a strike.
Dodgers showing some offense and also showing some patience. Yes, it helps to have a hit by pitch and then an 0-2 pitch hanging curveball for a home run. But 4 of the first 6 Dodger hitters have reached base in this game.
This one slamming to right center. That's going to be down for a hit. Bodie rounding second on his way to third. Fiducia trying for 2. Here comes the throw. It is offline. He's in with a stand-up double. And the Dodgers, with nobody out, have runners at second and third on a double by Hunter Fiducia.
And 5 of the first 7 hitters have now reached base.
That's going to do it, you think, for Poteet here. There will be a parade of pitchers to the mound today for both teams. Maybe he's going to stay. Well, I think he might want to see how far he can go in this inning. Apparently the Cub plan with nobody forming in the bullpen was to have them get through two. Now they've got somebody up to start in the pro. Buy some time. Poteet, 30-year-old out of UCLA. Hometown El Cajon. And now he'll face Haesung Kim. Started the KBO last year. 326 average. 11 homers and 75 runs batted in, but he's batting here with the infield drawn in. As time goes on, we'll tell you a lot more about Haesung Kim. He's a tremendous player in Korea. Takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kim.
Dodgers coaching staff and the hitters have been also working with Kim. Trying to work out a couple of different things, nuances that they feel are going to help him and hit here in the United States. Different type of pitching, more power pitching possibly. Not a lot of power.
Really good infielder. 4 times he's won the Gold Glove. 4 straight years.
Yeah, and the first one was a shortstop, then they moved him to second base. I found out something also. He was taking fly balls in center field this morning in one of the backfields. And that is a possibility. And maybe not just at second base. Could move over to shortstop occasionally.
Pitch up high to Kim. Now a full count.
Yeah, you gave me that look out of the corner of your eye. Said he took fly balls in center field.
I said, you have sources everywhere.
I have sources.
You got people.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Here's the payoff. And a little number down the third base side. Runners stay put, throw to first, and they just get him. Nobody out, nobody running. So Bodie stays at third base. Dino Evil, third base coach.
Also, some very thoughtful base running right there, too.
Here's a guy a lot of people are anxious to see, and that's Dalton Rushing. Catcher by trade, had some time in left field last year in AAA. Some work there. They're going to work him a little over at first base, too. One of the top prospects in all of baseball, Dalton Rushing. 0-1, a swing and a miss.
I hear about Rushing. He's just mature beyond his years as far as understanding hitting. Maybe at this stage of his career than you see a lot of other younger players.
A 1 pitch to Rushing, got in a miss. Out of Louisville. Before Louisville, he was in Brighton, Tennessee. Dodgers' 2nd round pick in 2022. His bat's waiting for his 2nd turn. 2-0 Dodgers. Eddie Rosario with a 2-run homer this inning. And the dirt gets past the catcher, Reese McGuire, and then the score is David Bodie. It is 3-0.
Setting up outside, the ball inside. Well, once you get down the knee, we're seeing more and more catchers around baseball that are doing it. But you're sitting outside. And the runner at third, anticipating every pitch that Bodie's able to score. But catchers, sometimes you're just not able to shift over and block the ball.
1-2 pitches high, 2-2. Fiducia at third base, 1 out, so the infield will play in, expecting Fiducia to perhaps run on contact. 2-2 pitch now to Rushing. Outside, 3-2. It was 0-2 with a wild pitch. And 0-2 hit by a pitch, 0-2, and then Rosario with a home run. So Dodgers have taken Poteet deep into the count and made the most of it so far. Poteet stretching, and now we'll deliver the 3-2. That's high and outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners for Mookie Betts.
You get the idea that Poteet is right at the end of the rope, and that's exactly where it is. He's been moving around a lot of pitches, backing up bases on top of it in his first outing.
Craig Counsell making the trip out, and he's just pointed to the right field bullpen. 24 pitches just this inning for Cody Poteet, the starter, who has been lifted here in the bottom of the second inning. Eddie Rosario launches this one for the first Cactus League home run for the Dodgers.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention home run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit DanielsJewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine. I can make good money doing what I love. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at ICanGoToCollege.com.
Dodgers, bottom of the second, very supportive young man there. Cub hat, Dodger jersey. One of his teams is going to win today. Zach Lee, right-hander, will take over for the Cubs for Cody Poteet. One man is out, runners at the corners, and Mookie Betts up. Mookie walked in the first. The race is part of a double play. It's a strike here. Between Knoxville and Iowa last year, 38 games for Lee, 32 records. There's a ground ball towards short. Well, they flipped on to second for one, and the throw offline. The tag is made by Michael Busch, and the double play is the inning. The Dodgers pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including a home run, Eddie Rosario.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything's possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
It's where we raise our families, earn a living, enjoy life.
But when disaster strikes, it takes all of us to come together and make it home again.
Your Southern California Ford dealers are helping first responders with donations and support to the LA Fire Department and California Community Wildlife Recovery.
If your vehicles were damaged by the recent Los Angeles area fires, the Southern California Ford dealers are offering you employee pricing.
It takes all of us to turn heartache into hope and make it home again.
LA Strong, built with proud.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's
Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Back to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Never gets old.
World champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Want so much more crunch? Try Jack's new crispy boneless wings for $6.99. Yamamoto finished for the afternoon. We'll head back to the clubhouse here, ending in 2/3. Just 3 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts on 27 pitches. So his first day of work is under his belt. Here's Bobby Miller backing him up now. The Dodgers will run out the right-hander. He's at the top of the order. Vidal Brujan, the former Marlin outfielder, now playing center field for the Cubs. Yamamoto struck him out to start the ball game. Bobby trying to rebound from what for him was a subpar year last year. In AAA, also had a couple of starts at Rancho.
They showed signs of not being 100%. There was a drop-off in velocity, and also there was a drop-off in the strike percentage that was thrown.
Remember against the Cardinals when he had his first game last year, how good he was?
Oh.
He was tremendous. Went 6 innings, struck out 11. Did not give up a run, only allowed 2 hits. And I think that piggybacked off the season he had before. People were saying, all right, this is what we're going to get out of him all the time. He just didn't work out, so they sometimes don't go exactly the same every year.
Well, hitters also make adjustments. They understand. I've always felt it's easier for pitchers to maybe find out about hitters than the hitters to find out about the various pitchers. So that's a one-sided thought process, but for Miller, I mean, he struggled. And I think he fell into a pattern, too, is that he tried to overthrow the ball at times and use that as a big weapon, and it was detrimental to really effectiveness.
Full count pitch, 97-mile-an-hour heater is fouled back. We're glad you're with us today, no matter where you happen to be taking in Dodger baseball, whether it's on the radio somewhere, or TV somewhere around the country, or in Southern California. Along with Rick Monday, I'm Tim Everett. Kirsten Watson is with us as well. Vidal Brujan will take a walk down to first base, so Bobby Watts is first man.
Well, let me back up on what we were just talking about. First pitch strike percentage. If you look at Bobby Miller, he mentioned 2023. It was 65% of the time he threw first pitch strike. Well, he was ahead. What about last year? Well, it dropped off 54%.
Michael Bush. Runner goes, thrown down by Paducah. He puts the tag on him and did not have the baseball, so Brujan is safe. Stolen base.
Miller takes a little extra time giving the ball to his catcher.
Ball tailed a little bit.
Remember last year, too, is that, the obstruction call from infielders, and they're taking a different position now in order to receive the throw from the catcher.
Pitch to Bush. It's a ball.
But with the replay, it just strongly behooves you as any tag play possibility. If you have the baseball, can hold on to the baseball, stay with the tag in case the runner cuts off the bag, because you have the ability of having the review. It doesn't matter if you come off by 1 inch or a foot and a half or 5 feet if you come off the base. If you're tagged off the base, you're out.
2-0 foul back to 1. Well, you saw Mookie took it in front of the bag. A lot more infielders doing that. A lot of infield instructors would have told middle infielders to straddle the bag, catch the ball, bring it straight down, because it takes less time to catch it out front of the bag and then reach back to make the tag. But you've got to do that now to avoid the obstruction. Oh, Bobby hit in the head. Oh, my goodness. That ball goes into foul territory, but a comebacker from Bush hit Bobby Miller, and he is down. He'll be attended to right away. Oh, my goodness.
It is so dangerous, and it's something that we overlook. The good thing is that Bobby Miller is up on one knee. Over the years, we have seen pitchers get hit. I think of Kazushi a number of years ago when he was with the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. A line drive back to him, and the ball came all the way back to the warning track behind home plate. And talking to some of the wonderful position the Dodgers have is that you want a glancing blow, where the ball goes well off, and this is just frightening.
He's standing up and he's walking off on his own. That ball came off the bat of Michael Bush at 106 miles per hour. And he was struck in the head from less than 60 feet away. So Bobby Miller leading the ball game. Wish him the best here. We'll take a timeout. 3-0 Dodgers, top of the third.
Don't miss the President's Day event at all 44 Southern California Chevy dealers. Hurry in for amazing offers on all models, including the brand new Equinox. Right now, qualified leasees with the current eligible lease can get a 2025 Equinox LT for around $249 a month for 36 months with 4572 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Your payments may vary. Must show proof of current lease. Take new retail delivery by 3/3/25. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details. The President's Day event is going on now. Hurry to your Southern California Chevy dealer for big savings on all models. Qualified leasees with a current eligible lease can get a 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab Custom with a Turbo Max engine for around $359 a month for 36 months with 4734 duet signing. Visit your local Chevy dealer or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Your payments may vary. Must go proof of current lease. Take new retail delivery by 3/3/25. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine. I can make good money doing what I love. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at ICanGoToCollege.com.
3-1. The result of the last play was that Vidal Brujan had come all the way around to score, and Bush will get credit for an RBI single for the Cubs. Bobby Miller was struck in the head by a line shot off the bat of Michael Bush. And here is Justin Jarvis, the former Milwaukee Brewer farmhand out of Mooresville, North Carolina. And he will take over here with nobody out and a runner aboard in the top half of the third inning. Jarvis was a fifth-round pick of the Brewers in 2018. Has yet to make his major league debut. Jarvis will take over on the hill for the Dodgers.
That's always scared. It is absolutely frightening, and you consider the fact you're standing to begin with 60 feet 6 inches away. By the time you take your stride, you deliver the ball as the pitcher. You are such a vulnerable position. And fortunately, Bobby Miller was able to walk off under his own power. As you mentioned, has yet to leave the dugout. That is absolutely frightening.
Well, we have a ball Reminds us the first 40,000 fans in attendance March 31st at Dodger Stadium. Receive an adult Dodgers hoodie courtesy of Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information. So we get back to it. And the batter is Moises Ballesteros. He is the designated hitter facing Justin Jarvis, who deals ball one. To Kim, the second baseman in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
The Cubs trying to add some more offense. They had an interesting offseason. Everybody was looking and saying, well, what are they going to do? It was interesting, some of the comments. Jed Hoyer, their president of baseball operations, 3 different times when asked about, well, you're going to get players? What are you going to do with the signings? You're going to make trades?
Strike call to Ballesteros
3 times, and here's the quote. We have constraints for off-season plans.
All 4 up high and 2 on. Yeah, you don't hear that often, but sounded like an honest comment.
Well, the Cubs have had such a popular following. And you start to think of the broadcast for decades over WGN, and they have changed that. I mean, Wrigleyville and what it has done, and the Ricketts family, and improving that entire neighborhood. The following has just been off the charts for Cub fans all around the country.
To Kevin Alcantara, who had a base hit in the first, is there for a strike. Well, you know, you lived it. You were man in the outfield at Wrigley Field for the Cubs. Portion of your career. There's a hot shot through the hole. Left side. That's a base hit. Bush is going to round third. He'll come to the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game. Alcantara is now 2 for 2. Get his first run batted in.
Speaking, I didn't think it would be that low. We're not, the standoff and home run hitting contest. I didn't think it would be that low. We're not, the standoff and home run hitting contest type of a club.
Shortstop Nicky Lopez fouls one away. Lopez 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Where Chicago did a better job, earned run average of the team. They were 10th. The Dodgers were 13th. Both teams under 4.0. Both starters and relievers did a good job in that area. But the Cubs were 17th in offense. Dodgers were 4th in batting average. Run scored. Dodgers were second best in baseball. 842. Cubs 736. That's 12th. So middle of pack there. But the home run to this disparity, you figure, well, in that ballpark, friendly confines were not that friendly.
You figured they'd be more friendly.
Yeah. Well, I really felt that the 5 years that I played in Chicago, I thought the wind maybe blew in, if not 50% of the time, it may have blown in a little bit more than that. Oh, it's delightful when it's blowing out. I mean, it's laughable sometimes.
It's like 2 different ballparks.
Yes, absolutely.
Stretched by Jarvis, and the pitch to Lopez. Outside, he's walked him, and now the tying run moves down to third base.
And Fiducia looked like he was crossed up on that pitch.
5 straight have now reached here in the top of the third.
Well, look at Fiducia and the way he receives the ball. And Fiducia immediately went out on the mound and said, wait a minute, guys, let's get on this. Whether we're using electronic signs or you use the physical signs, let's make sure we're on the same page.
In the age of PitchCom, that's typically the indicator when you see a catcher go out and talk to the pitcher that something was not quite right. And now he's going back to PitchCom.
Yep.
The base is full of Cubs. And Reese McGuire, catcher, swings and misses. McGuire, originally drafted by the Pirates, played with the Blue Jays. And now here giving it a run in Chicago. 3-2 ball game in favor of the Dodgers. Jarvis delivers. That is low, blocked by Fiducia, 1-1. Now, this is the 154th season of Cubs baseball. They did not start in the National League. 1876, they were one of the founding members of the National League. Before that, it was the National Association. And that's when Cubs baseball began.
And it was Weegham Park.
And they had a different name.
Yep.
They were the White Stockings. This in the right field. That's down. Cubs are going to take the lead here. Esteros comes in to score. Alcantara comes in, and sliding in with a 2-run double is Reese McGuire. It's now 4-3 Chicago.
Well, you get behind in counts, and then you leave one out over the plate. And that's hitter's delight.
Second and third. And still nobody out for the Cubs, who have already had a big inning and trying to mount one. Here's a ground ball to short. Runner's going to go from third and score. Rookie's there, throws to first. Bodie's got it for the out. And McGuire holds at second base. Nicky Lopez comes in to score. It's 5-3. Ground ball out by Christian Franklin. It's Workman now, another left-handed batter up. He'll take a strike here. Workman had a base hit in the second inning. That was the last man to face Yoshinobu Yamamoto today. Second, one out, and a 1-1. Fouled away. So, on the hill, it is Justin Jarvis. He was traded last July, or 2 Julys ago, I should say, to the Mets. A package that included Mark Canha. He went to the Mets. That's a swinging strike here. And Workman is out. There are 2 gone. The Dodgers, back in mid-November, signed Jarvis to a minor league deal. That's how he arrived in the blue uniform. Now pitch a strike to James Triantos, who grounded out to third base to win the second. 5-3 Cubs lead, bottom the third coming up, and the Dodgers will have Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, and James Outman leading off. Typical this time of the year anyway, 2 at-bats pretty much. Mookie Betts stayed in the field after his second at-bat.
Yeah, 2 at-bats are an hour, hour and a half.
Whatever comes first.
Yes. And from the veteran players, you have a pretty good gauge on exactly what's going to take place, on how your body is talking to you, and they understand fully well the shape that they're in. That's where spring training has really changed. You look over the decades, the players coming in shape now. It used to be spring training to get into shape.
Pitch outside, and it's 3-1. Well, I mean, the guys come into camp early, and they're already in shape.
Mm-hmm. Well, I take the off-season training programs too, and you look at what medical science has done.
Line drive center field and a base hit. McGuire comes around third. Here comes the throw. Ramps up off the mound, but McGuire gets to the plate first, and it's 2-out RBI single for James Triantos. It's now 6-3 Cubs.
And the medical advances are talking about understanding the body, how you recuperate. The best way to, fatigue muscles. How do you best handle those? Your diet on top of everything else. Then you add in the travel and the hours that these guys have. It's coming down to where you understand better how to physically be able to present yourself on the field in the toughest competition you can find.
Hunter Fiducia out to talk to Justin Jarvis. Dodgers are like nothing more than to get Jarvis one more out here. As Bruhan will come up to bat for the second time this inning. He led off this inning, walking and stealing second, coming in to score a run. He scored on Michael Busch's line drive that struck the head of Bobby Miller. When Miller left the game, did a report on Bobby, will pass it along. He left under his own power, walked off the field. Ball one to Bruhan. This pitch for Jarvis will be his 28th of the inning. Foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike.
いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。本日のお客様、アナ NH126 便ですね。アナ NH126 便です。今日は快晴、天気がいいので楽しみです。こうかなこれで大丈夫かな。もうちょっとこっちにしてこうかな。こんな感じかな。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。そろそろダウンタウン旋回ですね。今日は天気がいいです。結構何時かな。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。本日のお客様、 NH126 便、アナ NH126 便です。はい、見える？アナ126便、ダウンタウン旋回中です。ぐらいかな。そろそろ来ます。そろそろ来ます。今日はかなり遠くから見えてるんですけど、もうだいぶ向こうから見えてるんですけどね、自分の顔の真横ぐらいから斜めにこういう感じかなって思うんですけどね、こういう感じ。もう見えてきました。見えるかな。いらっしゃいませ、本日のお客様、NH126 です。もう見えてきました。はい、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。はい、5倍。15倍。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。は はい、ただいま着陸。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。LA にようこそ。無事着陸いたしました。よいしょ。はい、無事着陸です。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。LA にようこそ。無事着陸です。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。あったか、あったか。いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。LA にようこそ。はい、次はあなたの番です。次はあなたの番です。お待ちしてます。それでは無事捕獲いたしました。無事捕獲です。はい、というところで、この後はお客さんをお迎えして、ハリウッドからアナハイムですね。はい、それではこの辺でいきます。ハブナイスデー、バイ。
We'll get the start for the Dodgers in Game 2. Went out to watch that on Field 1 yesterday. The thing that struck me about Sasaki, he's way bigger than I thought he was. There's a ground ball to Gothard. He goes a long way to second. They'll get the lead runner. So Lopez is retired 4-6. McGuire aboard. 23-year-old, two-time All-Star. Struck out 19 in a single game, a perfect game a couple of years ago on the 10th of April. Already extremely accomplished in only 23.
Well, I thought it was also amazing is that he was throwing to live hitters, and yet there was a crowd, not a gathering, an extremely large crowd behind home plate to watch him. And there was a comment, it was like someone showing off a brand new car.
Well, that's pretty much what they were doing. Yep. It was a luxury vehicle, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Well, he looked good, too. You know, of the two innings that he threw, Dave Roberts saying today he felt the second inning was better, a little more comfortable. He threw the splitter a little bit more effectively. Pitch fouled away by Tristan Franklin. But that's going to be the big pitch for him, is the splitter. It has been an absolutely devastating pitch to the opposition in Japan, and expect that hitters here in the States will have a bit of trouble with it, too. 1-2 pitch. And Robleski is low.
Well, Tim, coming to spring training is very similar, to other experiences that we have. Whether you're going on the mound, at home plate as a hitter, defense, it seems foreign to you. The first couple of times that you're back out there again, it's been months since you have been there.
Line drive to the left. Zaire Hope coming in. He dives and he makes the catch. Zaire Hope. Great Great defensive play. He got underneath that sinking line drive off the bat of Franklin.
Tough to read the line drive, and especially if you've got a little hook action on that baseball, top hand really coming through that hitting zone. Being able to track it and then to field it.
I see plenty of him in this exhibition season this year. He continues to move up the ladder.
But getting back to that first couple of appearances that you have, it does seem a little forward, awkward, if you will. For example, okay, you go on vacation, maybe gone for what, week, 2 weeks possibly? Get back in your car, you haven't driven a car for a couple of weeks. Doesn't it seem at least a little foreign when you first get back in?
It feels odd.
Yeah, well, try going on the mound and being pinpoint with accuracy. Try going to home plate, pick up a bat that weighs 2 pounds, although we refer to it in ounces because it sounds lighter. And to hit a pitch. And to be able to defense in a ball that's hit, well, one's already been hit in this game, 111 miles an hour. It looks easy. Folks, it's not.
Gage Workman, third baseman, left-handed batter against the left-handed thrower, Robleski. Gets it in the air to deep left. Heading back after it is Hope. Hope looking up, and this ball is gone. Just cleared the wall in left field, an opposite field home run for Workman. And the Cubs have extended their lead. They get 8 runs up on the board.
Well, they like to put some runs up on the board. They were talking earlier about, the lack of runs, if you will, overall. They were in the middle of the pack, 12. The Dodgers were second in baseball in runs put up on the board.
Base is cleared, 2 down. Triantos, second baseman, at the plate, but first shot for Workman. First string home run. That ball chased for a strike. 1. One thing that, getting back to Sasaki, one thing that really struck me initially about him, how big he is. I didn't think he was as big as he is. He's a big guy. And he's going to be a presence on the mound. Considered the top prospect in baseball. Technically signed as a non-roster invite, but it's a paper technicality. Swing and a miss, and Triantos out on strikes. 2 runs in on the 2-run homer by Gage Workman. And the score now, the Cubs 8 and the Dodgers 3, heading to the bottom of the 5th.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, Dodger fans, Andre Ethier here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice-cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering, all at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. It's always a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, those are the numbers. Going to the bottom to the fifth. 8-3 Cubs with the lead. Speaking of numbers, both managers today. Time with the Dodgers, both wearing the same number. 1999, Craig Counsell wore number 30 for the Dodgers. And that was the number that Dave Roberts had switched to in honor of Maury Wills, and still wears it. It's kind of an oddity that both managers wore the same number for the same ball club. Zaire Hope pops up the first pitch, and the shortstop backing up to make the catch, Lopez, and there's one out. Saw Daniel Palencia comes on the pitch. The number 16 jersey walking around here today.
Yeah.
Dodger jersey.
Yeah. He was told to leave.
On the back of it, he knew what day of the week it was.
Yes. Well, no, not really.
It said Monday.
This is Thursday.
I guess he didn't know. Here's Austin Gauthier. Gauthier, an infielder. Last year in a game against Cleveland here at Camelback Ranch, it was a night game. Gauthier hit an 8th-inning grand slam that flipped the score and ended up giving the Dodgers a win in a game they had trailed the whole time. Opposite field homer, too, over the fence in right center.
He wound up with the biggest smile that you can imagine.
And I remember Kirsten was down there for an immediate interview with him, so he got the grand slam in an immediate TV interview. So it was a big day for Austin. 2 balls and a strike to Gauthier. Right-handed batter waits. Palencia deals. Fouled off to the right. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He saw a lot of time in the exhibitions last year. Played a lot second half of games and acquitted himself very, very well. Good year in the minors last year. Here's a 2-2. As fouled away. The last pitch that Palencia threw, he's a hard-throwing right-hander. 100.2 miles per hour on February 20th. The hardest pitch of the game so far. Way inside. Gauthier backs away from him.
Yeah, Gauthier, after getting out of the way of that one, he can attest to the fact is that, yes, there's a little bit of smoke behind that pitch.
Full count. And the payoff from Palencia to Gauthier. Up high, ball 4. The Dodgers with a base runner.
Well, keep the ball off the ground. Mentioned earlier, the Dodgers already have hit 3 ground ball double plays, all 3, over the first 3 innings. You know, all of last year, you look at 9 innings of the game, the Dodgers hit the most in any one 9-inning game, 3 double plays. Teoscar Hernandez hit into 2 of those today.
He's just warming up. Just getting out there.
Well, hitters will say, hey, you hit it a double play if you strike out, have a little batting average. Do it in spring training and leave it there.
So Ryan Ward at the plate, first baseman. He played for Team USA this November in the Premier 12 tournament in Japan. And he is now one of the most popular players in Chinese Taipei, in Taiwan. I'll tell you why. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He hit an 8th-inning home run as Ward goes out to flip the score on Venezuela in a semifinal game. It knocked Venezuela out of the championship game, puts Chinese Taipei into the gold medal game with Japan. So Ryan told me yesterday that there were so many people reaching out to him on social media that his phone turned off a couple of times. He said it was literally overloading. He said, I don't know who they were. They were all people who are fans of the Chinese Taipei team, and they now all know who Ryan Ward is because of that big home run he hit to. Because they needed help. They needed the U.S. to beat Venezuela. And Ward's home run got it done. is a very talented young man, 19 years of age, Josue De Paula. Born in the Dominican, grew up in New York, went back to the Dominican, and was eligible as an international free agent. So that's how the Dodgers got him. Last year, as an 18-year-old, he hit an opposite field home run here at Camelback Ranch. 1-1, that's down and in. And as a young player, too, he does track a lot of pitches. He gets a lot of walks, which might give you an indication that he's got an idea when it comes to the strike zone, what it is and what it isn't. 2-1 fouled off.
Boy, he's a big, strong young kid to begin with, and you just watch how he tracks the pitches coming in. Just before that, it was a ball. He tracked it all the way to the catcher's mitt. So he's just very powerfully built.
Two offs and got there at first. 2-2 pitch. DePaula cracks one on the ground to second. And that's going to do it. Josue De Paula is out. Dodgers will leave a man and we'll go to the 6th inning. As Rick Monday is in the house.
Get him out of here.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
It's the new year, and you're looking to get a new car. Then head over to the Easy Choice sales event going on now at your Toyota dealer, where it's easy to choose a great lease or a low APR on Toyota's most popular models, like the all-hybrid Camry, fuel-efficient Prius, legendary Corolla, rugged Tacoma, or versatile RAV4. A new Toyota for the new year is waiting for you at the Easy Choice sales event. So see your Toyota dealer today.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cain. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute...
こうか。 ごいな。